Welcome to your productivity coaching orientation, and congratulations on committing to your business. We're going to go over what to expect in this orientation. So we're going to introduce you to the coaching team. We're going to explain how the program works. We'll set some expectations. We'll show you where you can get help when you need it. And then we're also going to get you started on your very first steps right after this. So let's start by meeting the coaching team. So just in case we haven't met yet, I'm Jodi Jolly, and I started this coaching company several years ago. I have over 25 years experience in the real estate field, and I've been doing the coaching for over 5 years. So I've worn many hats through the years with residential real estate and lending and managing an office and everything in between, which gives me a unique perspective to be able to build a program to help you build your business. I'm also pleased to have Brittany Hannon and Lori Dunnigan as productivity coaches on our team to help you build and grow your business as well. And they actually started off as agents with me. And I'm so proud that we could develop leaders from within our own productivity coaching company to help develop more leaders. We also have Jodi Jolly. He is my other half, and he is our director of multimedia. He takes care of all of the video editing and our trainings and all of those things, making sure they're accessible for you and much more. And May Eslet, she's our administrative assistant. You've likely already heard from her if you're watching this video. She's the one that sent the link to it. She is our right hand and does so much behind the scenes for us to keep things going, and we're very happy to have her. Now, what is it that you can expect from your coaches? Well, for our new agents, if you're brand new, we do some basic training. I will say we're not the be-all end-all for your training, and we'll talk about that in a bit, but we do give you the basics. We're going to guide you through the listing and the purchase process. We're going to review contracts and disclosures for you. And then for all of our agents, we're going to help coach you on lead generation strategies, how to handle objections. We're going to be communicating with you weekly through group coaching and classes. And sometimes we're going to ask you powerful questions and maybe offer a different perspective on things to help you. We're going to assist you in your goal setting and your business planning and holding you accountable to those. And then we're going to provide you with and how to find tools to help you in your business as well. We're going to trust you to make your own decisions and provide additional consulting as may be necessary. Now, what do your coaches not do for you? Well, we're not going to do the work for you. We also don't do any MLS training. There are lots of different MLSs and lots of different sets of rules, and we don't want to forget which one goes where. You have others in the market center and your local board offices that you pay dues to. Take advantage of that and let them help you with the MLS training. We're definitely not going to judge you. And we're not going to take responsibility for your actions. We're also not going to give you legal or financial advice, nor should you ever do this for your clients. Now, what are the expectations that we have of you? Well, we do expect that you attend your weekly group coaching. This is a priority and it is a must. And that's why we also have this offered in the evening for those of you that have other jobs. We want to make sure that you attend this because this is where your accountability is really going to come in to get your business going. We do expect you to complete the Productivity Coaching Path to Real Estate Success training series. This is an on-demand video series that features Ignite and some other things that we've added in there to help you. We'll talk about that more in a bit. Also, we expect that you attend and participate in the daily Kickstart. Every morning, we start our day off practicing conversations and generating leads because you have no business without leads. So we must start off with good habits. Now, if you have another job, and are not able to participate in this during the day, that's okay. But you need to pick a time in your schedule where you are able to do this if you want to get your business off the ground. Okay, we do expect that you attend our weekly PC Mastermind. This is an hour-long class that's facilitated oftentimes by me, and where we're going to mastermind around topics that are going to help you move forward in your business. We do record this one for the benefit of those who are not able to come because of other jobs. We do ask that you attend any Market Center contract classes that your Market Center offers, because everywhere you can learn about the contracts, and while we're going to help you as well, that's going to be a benefit to you. Now, your market centers are going to offer you lots of training, and we encourage you to attend trainings in your market center that will help you in your business where you're at. So we also don't want you to become overwhelmed. There's going to be so many things offered to you that are fantastic, but if a particular class doesn't apply to you in your business in the moment, it might not be the best use of your time to take that class, because what we don't want to do is spend so much time in training classes that we're not working on our business. We want you to follow a time-blocked calendar. So when you have those additional classes come up, really look at your Market Center's monthly calendar and what applies to me and what doesn't, and only put the things that are truly going to benefit you in that calendar, as well as all of your PC activities. Those need to be in your calendar as well. We do want you to communicate openly and honestly with us, because we can't read your minds. We don't know if you're struggling if you don't tell us, and we don't know if you need help if you don't tell us. And so please don't become discouraged and not talk to us, okay? We also ask that you be willing to stretch beyond your comfort zone, because that's where the real success lies. Please be on time and ready to participate in all sessions with cameras on. No distractions, including cell phones. Be fully committed to your business and just be willing to laugh and have fun along the way. Okay, now let's take care of a little Zoom etiquette. Since a lot of our classes are on Zoom, we need you, as mentioned, to come prepared to participate with your cameras on. Okay, if we were in a physical classroom, which sometimes we will be, you don't come with a bag over your head. So we understand that sometimes you might be in a situation where you need your camera off for a certain reason. That's fine from time to time, but it should not be the rule, because let's face it, if our cameras are off, we're not probably paying the best attention that we can. So we do need your cameras on. That's how we know you're there and you're participating and you're hearing and you're understanding. Now, please be sure and mute when there's a distracting noise in the background. But please stay unmuted if there isn't anything distracting, because that's what makes it feel like we're all in the same room together and we can just participate in the conversation. Okay, focus on the discussion at hand. If you have to take a break, we're all adults. Turn your camera off real quick, do what you need to do, and come on back. Turn your camera back on. Use the chat feature if someone's talking and you have a question, so you don't forget your question. And then please don't distract others by working in the background. You'd be surprised what we've seen, and it's just really not okay to come and be doing multiple things in the background. We're offering these things, these classes and these coachings to you to be able to learn and grow your business. So please come prepared to participate and not be distracted. And then, of course, just to display some common courtesy. All right, we have so many success tools that are going to help you be successful. And they are, first, your Foundation Path to Success checklist. This is a checklist and a schedule that you're going to get, which I'm going to show you a sample of and walk you through in just a moment. Your PC Path to Success Real Estate On-Demand Training Series that I talked about. We have a PC toolkit that I'm also going to demonstrate for you in just a moment that has so much information in it for you. We have the PC calendar, Ask a Coach hours every day. We have our private Facebook group. We have a private WhatsApp group, the command platform that Keller Williams offers, and so much more. Now, your Foundation Path to Success checklist, this is important, okay? If you're brand newly licensed and joining us in our foundation phase, May will have shared this with you. This is your personal checklist, and you are expected in the Google Drive to check things off as you do them. Now, I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to show you exactly how this works. So this is your Foundation Path to Success checklist. It also has your training schedule and a business plan on it. And I'm going to walk you through those things right now. Now you'll notice that the first tab down at the bottom, this is your first week. So all the things that are listed here ideally should be done in your very first week, or your first week, especially after watching this video, okay? So you can already, after this video, check off the first one because you will have watched the orientation video. Now, if you have any questions like it mentions here after this video, and I'll remind you later, make sure to attend Ask a Coach. Now you'll notice that we have things here that are highlighted. That's because we've sent you easy links to them, okay? So even though this looks like a lot, it's not that much. A lot of these things are groups to join on Facebook and things to put in your calendar. And if you have the PC calendar, you can easily attach that with a few clicks to your regular Google Calendar. Now, I do want to point out, your local market center's preferred escrow company and lender company, you should be setting an appointment with them this week to talk to them and see how they can help you in your business, because they can do so much for you. And so please make that an absolute priority this week. All right, once you get through your first week, and you notice here, it's telling you all the classes to go to. Now, if you're watching this when we've already had the workshop and the mastermind for the week, no big deal. You'll do those next week. But please make sure and check off everything on here possible. Okay, notice that once this week is done, now we have your success checklist. This is going to take you into the rest of your foundation phase, okay? Every single day, you should be having 10 conversations, adding 10 contacts to your database, doing your social media 10-10-5. This will all be explained to you as you go through your Ignite series and in your coaching. So I'm not going to go through every detail of this checklist right now. I want you to understand, though, that all of these things need to be done in your first few weeks of business. And you'll notice these are all the sessions that are in your Path to Success training series, which you will have received a link to, and you can also link to it right here to join that. Now, make sure that you're watching all the videos and doing all the assignments that are in this series, okay? Then down here, you're going to be reading all of the documents that we use on a regular basis, the purchase agreement, the listing agreement, etc. Okay, and there's links in here to take you to some sample ones so that you can read them easier. Now notice over here, we get a little bit more detailed. Each week, there's specific things that you should be doing. And this goes along with your daily schedule. Now, this is really cool. We have devised this, you'll notice, to be your first 30 days in business. Now, if you have another job, we understand you may not be able to accomplish all of this in your first 30 business days. So what we would like you to do in your first group coaching is we want you to commit to your coach. How long will it take you to complete 1 week? Will it take 1, 2, or 3 weeks? Everyone should be able to complete a week within 3 weeks. And if you have some extenuating circumstances, just talk to us, because our goal here is to help you. Okay. Now, if you're full-time, you should be sticking to this schedule as closely as possible. Now, are you going to move some things around? Sure, and that's okay. But you do want to stick to it as close as possible. And you'll notice that everything that's in here matches your success checklist. So all the things that you should be doing are also on your daily schedule. We're trying to make it as easy as possible for you to know what to do next. Now you'll notice too, there's some more tabs down at the bottom. This is your initial business plan. So notice we've put a goal in here for you to take at least 1 listing and open 1 escrow in your first 90 days. So that's a SMART goal, right? It's specific, it's measurable, it's action-oriented, it's realistic, and it's time-bound. So anytime you set a goal, you want to make sure and set a SMART goal. Now you're going to do you're going to have some priorities that you're going to focus on to achieve this goal. And that's building your database, lead generating, and education. You'll notice beneath each of these are 5 strategies, also worded smartly, that are going to help you be able to focus on those priorities, which ultimately will lead to your goal. Okay, so once you get beyond your foundation phase, then we have adjusted a business plan in here just a little bit that will hold you over until we have our next business planning clinic, which we do every year, sometime around October-ish, sometimes November at the market centers. You'll notice your goal here is blank because that's your goal. You're going to set your own personal goal. You're going to tell us how many open houses you're going to do, and you may tweak some of these things, and that's okay. When you finish your foundation phase, you'll have an opportunity to meet with a coach one-on-one to be able to discuss your personal goals and firm up this business plan for yourself. Don't worry about it too much today. We just want you to know it's there. Okay, then you'll notice the last tab here. Please, this is a lot of information. The only reason this is here is to show you moving forward when you get to momentum, the things that you'll be tracking. Okay, as you go through your coaching, this will all make sense. Right now, focus on your first week, check everything off, make sure you're doing everything on here, then move on to your second week and your third week and use this daily schedule as a helper to you. Okay? So we've mentioned your Path to Success training series that's on demand. And as I mentioned before, this is designed to help you get in business as quickly as possible. And during this training series, we're going to be focusing on you becoming the real estate expert of choice, lead generation and follow-up, sellers and buyers, the transaction itself, and proven systems and models that work. And so through your coaching, through the classes that we offer you, as well as your on-demand training, you're going to be getting comfortable in all of these areas. We also have our PC Agent Toolkit. This is a toolkit in the Google Drive, and it has so many things available to you to help you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a couple of things now live in the Google Drive because yours may look different than this slide, and I want to make sure that you understand how to use it. So you'll notice already mine looks different than what the slide looked like, and it's just how I prefer to have mine set up. I like to see a list. If you like it how the slide was, you can click this little thing over here, and then you'll have it pop up like this. Everything at the top is in a folder, which may contain multiple things, and the things down here are individual pieces. The same thing if you go back to your list view, okay? The individual items are at the bottom, and other items are in the folder. Now, one of the first things that I want you to do, and this is on your first week's checklist, is come into the frequently asked questions and read this document, because there is a lot of questions in here that you're going to have, and this is going to answer. This doesn't take the place of us helping you. Please come to ask a coach in any other way that we have help available, but this is going to really put your mind at ease for how to find some of this help, okay? Now, also, let's go back here into the toolkit. Help if I need to write an offer or listing agreement. So we go in here and you can see exactly what to do. We give you step by step. So if something comes up, and it may be a little bit of time before one of us is available, you have a roadmap until we can help you, because we definitely want to make sure all the help is available to you that you need. Okay, I have a listing or an offer accepted. Now what? Your TC information is in here as well. You also have an individual market center folder. So all of you, depending what market center you're in, there is a folder that is going to give you your local information. So I'm just going to go into this one as a sample, local disclosures, the checklist for the transactions. Also, every one of these has a who's who document, so that you can get a hold of anyone in the market center that you need to, including your escrow and your lender, who you'll be setting an appointment with this week, and then also your transaction coordinator information. So make sure you refer back to this. Okay. Let's go back and look at a couple other things before we move on, just so you can see everything that's here. We do have sample documents and a car forms tutor link right here. So we have filled out sample documents for you. So when you need help to do a purchase agreement, a listing agreement, or anything else, take a look at these samples because they're going to be a huge help for you. There's also a Zip Forms tutor link. This will take you directly to Zip Forms through CAR to learn more about these, okay? And we have some open house tools in here. We have some command resources for you that takes you to links to videos that will help you. We also have practice scenarios you can do. We have success tools, transaction tools, and a video library. So we have many videos in here, and we're always adding to them of things to be able to help you. There's also folders in here that have lists of videos that'll help you. So if you want to see how to have a conversation to ask a buyer if they're ready, those qualifying questions, come watch the video. Do you want to see how to do an open house? Come watch one be done. Okay. And we're always adding to this, and we're in the process of adding more. Okay. Also, I just wanted to alert you to, we have a PC roster. So this is a roster of all of the agents in the program in case you need to get a hold of somebody. There's lots of teamwork that happens in here. We have our holiday schedule. So any of the times that we don't have classes on a particular day, they'll be listed in here as well. In an email you'll get in the future, it'll refer to DTD4, or you may hear us talk about it in coaching. It's found right here. Also, our PC scoreboard, kind of like the whiteboard if we were at the market center. This is our entire group scoreboard for who opened an escrow, who closed an escrow, who took a listing. So take a peek at that for some fun when you have an opportunity. Next, let's take a look at our PC calendar. And notice here, it does say subject to change. From time to time, we move things around. So if our current calendar doesn't look exactly like this, don't worry. However, I do want to point some things out. Notice, as I mentioned, every day we have Ask a Coach hours. Be sure and check the calendar for when they are, so that if you have questions, you can come in and get your questions answered. I mentioned our daily kickstart every day from 9 to 11. Make sure you're in there practicing your conversations and talking to everyone you know, telling them you're in real estate and setting those appointments. We have our weekly workshop and our PC mastermind. And then you'll notice we have several group coachings. Okay, you only go to one. You go to the one that on your Let's Get Started survey you chose. So it's either during the day or during the evening if you're in foundation or momentum. Please make sure that you're not coming to all of them, because remember, we want to make the wisest use of our time. And this is your accountability group. Okay. Now up here, there's a reminder, check your local market center calendar for their contract classes and their team meetings, because those are important things for you to be participating in. We also have a private Facebook page. So if you haven't yet already, please make sure and join our Facebook group. This is a place you can ask questions, but usually we're giving congratulations or announcements, and we'll put tips and tricks and things like that in there. Welcome our new agents. So make sure and look for your welcome in there soon. Make sure that you also download WhatsApp. Okay, and then send a message to me or use the link that May send you to be able to join the WhatsApp group. Okay, please be mindful of the times that you post messages in that group. Okay, let's not do things late at night, or especially late at night, not on the weekend. It's okay if you put things in there at all different times. We know sometimes it's on your mind and you don't want to forget. But please know the coaches are always monitoring this. But after hours, we're not going to be responding to anything that's not urgent. So if it's not time sensitive, we will respond the next business day. If it's time sensitive, please let us know so that we can respond as quickly as possible. Contract review. All the brokers want us to have eyes on your documents for your first several transactions. So make sure before you have a client sign anything that you send them to our pcaskacoach@gmail.com email so that we can review them. We'll make notes on them in the email and send back to you for you to make the adjustments, and then you can have your client sign them. So we are here to help with that. As I mentioned, you want to be sure you meet your local lending teams. So reach out this week and set an appointment with the lender in your local market center to be able to see everything they can do for you and how they can help you and help your clients get pre-qualified and pre-approved for a home loan. Same thing with your escrow teams. Make sure and reach out because they're happy to do net sheets for you and pull property profiles and things that will help you in your client appointments when you want to take listings. So make sure you set that appointment this week. Okay, and then your TC team, Tiffany is at the Central Coast, Yvette is in Porter Ranch and downtown LA, Susan is in Tulare County, West Ventura County, and Lake Forest. They all work virtually for us and they're all very familiar with the areas and they do a wonderful job. These ladies make sure to take the busyness away from you so that you can spend all your time making sure that you are doing money-making activities, okay? Make sure anytime you take a listing or open an escrow that you get them the documents within 24 hours because they also help us keep records and be able to help you as well. So they're going to upload everything that needs to be uploaded into Command. They're going to create the commissions for you to make sure you get paid properly and on time. They'll prepare the seller disclosures and send them to be signed. They'll make sure all the necessary initials and signatures are on everything. They'll send the documents to the lender and escrow and open escrow if you need them to. They'll send you reminders when things are due. They'll communicate with your clients as needed, but remember, you're the agent, so it's your job to communicate everything with your client, okay? So they make sure the file's complete so you can be paid on time and then always keep you updated. All right, so let's talk about your road to success. So first of all, it starts off, if you're a newly licensed agent with us, with the foundation stage. And this is about your first 30 business days, because this is going to give you everything you need to be set up for success. And we saw that on the checklist that we've already looked at. So you will attend a 1-hour weekly group coaching focusing on getting started, okay? Making sure that you're staying accountable to that checklist. You're going to follow that first 30-day schedule that's on that checklist in the third tab over. And again, if you have another job, don't panic. You can adjust your schedule accordingly. Just make sure everything is getting done. You'll attend the daily kickstart, the weekly workshops, the PC masterminds, and really just dive right in, okay? Now, as you progress, when you finish your checklist to momentum, this is where we're going to focus on the clients and the transactions. Now, make no mistake, we're going to have you talking to clients right away. However, we're going to take a deeper dive into how to talk with them, how to get those real qualifying questions answered, how to have good communication with them, and then get them into contract. And what do you do when they're in contract? And we're going to take a much deeper dive into that, not just how to, that's what your on-demand training is for, right? But we're going to coach you through these things about how to do these in a way that's going to build your business. So in Momentum, you will be doing a 1-hour weekly group coaching, but we're also going to have you go to a half-hour small group coaching that you need to be committed to in order to be in, so that we can really help you focus on growing your business and helping each other stay accountable in those small groups. Your focus is going to be on setting appointments so that you can get business. And then, as we mentioned, learn all the aspects of the transaction inside and out. And you'll also be held accountable to the activities needed in order to reach your goals. Okay. Now, beyond that, when you've completed your initial PC agreement and you want to stay in the program, as many do, because you really want to grow your business and take it to the next level, that's when we move you into our growth coaching. And this is all about the business building. So here you're going to have an hour group coaching twice a month. You're going to have a half an hour one-on-one coaching session with a coach twice a month, and really get down and dirty, so to speak, with the accountability to the activities that you need to grow your business. Now let's talk about the 5 things that a successful agent does every day in order to be successful. You can find these in the MREA book, the Red Book, or the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book. They're all, the same book is called 3 different things depending on who you talk to. And according to Gary Keller, number 1, lead generation. There is no business without leads. Remember that. Number 2, once we get the leads, we got to follow up on them. Number 3, we set and go on appointments. Number 4, we write and negotiate contracts. And number 5, yes, we practice conversations. It is a must for this business to work and for you to do well. You have to practice your conversations. There's no way around it if you want to be successful. Remember, everything that we do today typically shows up about 90 days from today. So every day you choose not to do any of these things, you're choosing to put off being paid. And I don't think any of us want that. We also want you to focus on creating daily habits. Know your 10-4, okay? Every single day, you should be having 10 real estate conversations, adding 10 new people to your command database. Now, if you used one of the systems where you just uploaded your whole phone and every contact you have, that's great. Every day, go through and clean up 10 of them. Make sure you have all the contact information. Make sure you have all the notes in there that are necessary. Tag them properly. You'll learn about how to do that as we go. Send 10 handwritten notes. If somebody takes the time to talk to you, send them a thank you. If somebody gives you a referral, send them a thank you card. You're going to want to do your 10-10-5 with your social media. That's simply using social media purposefully, liking 10 things, commenting on 10 things, and sharing or sending 5 private messages. Okay, we'll talk more about that as we go through your coaching as well too. Now, your sphere of influence. This is huge. Your SOI is anyone you know who knows who you are. Keep in mind that CAR and NAR statistics say that over 75% of our business comes from our SOI. That means we want to talk to everyone we know and tell them we're in real estate. That's why it's so important to get started with your SOI. Okay, so this chart is just going to get the juices flowing for who it is. We have memory joggers in the PC Toolkit. When you think you've run out of people that you know, you haven't. I promise you'll come up with more if you use the memory joggers. So remember, your SOI isn't just your closest friends and family. It's everyone you know who knows who you are. Okay, make sure that you get their name, their phone number, their address, and their email address, because putting that information in command is going to help you be able to communicate with them regularly and automatically in a lot of cases. Now, we have a sample letter that you should be sending out to everyone you know, ideally by mail. And if you need to, you could do it through email, or you could chunk it down and send it through text or private message. But people love to get mail. So you can print this letter, but handwrite it and handwrite the envelope if you mail it. That's the best way to do it. And then a week later, you're going to call and follow up and see if they received it. Now, this letter is just a sample. You can use it, or you can create one of your own. Be you. But this is a good sample to help you feel confident that you have a team of people around you, even if you're brand new. Okay, now we're getting to the finish line here. I know this is a lot of information. So what if you need help? Well, there's a lot of ways that you can get help. First of all, check the PC Toolkit. I showed you so many things that are in there, and we're always adding to it. Email your coaches. Please email us at pcaskacoach@gmail.com. It's important that you use this email for our help going forward, because all of the coaches see this. So if one of us is busy or in a meeting or on vacation or whatever the case may be, the other coaches will see it and be able to help you quicker. So please use this email for help. Post your question in the WhatsApp group. We have many agents in our group who are very experienced and can help answer questions, as well as the coaches will be answering your questions too. You can put your questions in our private Facebook page if you'd like, attend the PC Mastermind, attend your group coaching, and attend our Ask a Coach hours. That's not a have to, that's not a class, but if you have a question, then go. And if it just takes 5 minutes, you can go in and ask a question and leave in 5 minutes if your question's answered, or you can stick around if what's the conversation is helping you. But remember, use your time wisely. Okay. Also, don't forget your market center has lots of help for you. Reach out to agent services, reach out to your front desk, your MCA. They're all here to help you. Okay. Refer to the help section in your local MLS or contact your local board of realtors. Remember, we don't answer MLS questions specific to using the MLS. Okay. And then for contract help, go to command training at the upper right-hand corner. There's a drop down in command itself. You could go to answers.kw.com and then also refer to Marty Miller's videos that are on YouTube. We also have a list of them in the PC Toolkit. Now, we don't expect you to remember all of this. These slides are also in the PC Toolkit, so you can refer to them again, okay? I also want to make sure that you understand we will provide you with help after hours if it's time sensitive, meaning it absolutely cannot wait until the next business day, such as an offer has to be turned in by 8 p.m. on Saturday. Okay. But if you know you're going to be showing property, please give us a heads up, because if it's 7:30 on Saturday and the offer's due by 8 and you need us to look at it that quick and we're having dinner with our family, that might not be able to happen, right? So we want to help you. So help us by giving us a heads up so we can make someone available, and make sure that you're setting yourself up for success by setting expectations with your clients about how long it will take for things to happen so that you have time to reach out to us and we can get you that help. Okay. If it's not time sensitive, we're definitely going to answer your question the next business day. All right. Now, feeling a little overwhelmed? Well, don't be surprised if you are. It's very normal. We have covered a lot of information in this video. Okay. Here's a few tips to minimize your overwhelmingness, okay? First of all, as we mentioned, don't attend everything. Don't get stuck in the rut of preparing to be prepared, never being prepared, okay? Prioritize your emails. You're already getting, I'm sure, emails from everywhere, and you're going to get emails from every vendor under the sun. Delete them. You don't need them. You don't need to spend money until you make money. Okay. If you get an email from your board office, your MLS, your market center, or the productivity coaching group, please read it. That's your priority. Okay. Everything else, you don't have to worry about it. Don't let it overwhelm you. Read all the PC emails in their entirety. Because here's the thing, in your first week, you're going to get several. You're going to get probably one a day at least from us. That's to set the stage, okay? And then they're going to slow down to a couple a week. We're not going to send you email just for the heck of it or to fill up your inbox, okay? What we send you is sent for a reason, so please read them, okay? Don't skim, read. I know it's super easy to just skim over things, but that's where we miss important things, okay? Understand that you can't learn this overnight as much as we want to, and we wish we could snap our fingers and make it all go, aha, I got it. It takes time. So I want you to look at your first year in real estate like a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle. And when you dump that out on the table, it's pretty overwhelming, but you dig through all those pieces and you find the corners, right? You put the corners down and you keep digging and you find the edges, and slowly the framework comes together. And then piece by piece, the picture will come together. That's your first year in real estate. So just take a deep breath, hold on, be patient, and know that we are here to help. And if you remember nothing else, please remember, attend Ask a Coach for any questions. The days, times, and links are always in the PC calendar. Email your questions to pcaskacoach@gmail.com. Attend all your PC classes and coachings and your daily kickstart. Send any documents for review to the coach's email before a client signs them. And we are here for you. This video also is marked by chapters at the bottom. So we do that in case you want to reference something that was said and find it quickly. So please know, we know that we covered a lot here, but also go to Ask a Coach for more detailed questions, okay? So one last thing, what is your next step? The next step is be sure to follow your Foundation Path to Success checklist. Finish all the items that are on that first week's tab, then move on to the next tab, okay? Check the PC calendar and go to the very next available thing. Is it daily kickstart tomorrow morning? Is it group coaching? Is it your group coaching? Depends what day you're watching this. Go to the next available PC thing on the calendar, okay? As mentioned, attend daily kickstart. Start telling everyone you know you're in real estate. And then send 10 announcement letters out every day. And a week later, you're going to call those same 10 people and follow up and send 10 more until you've sent them to everyone you can possibly think of. Okay? Don't forget, there are multiple tabs at the bottom of your checklist. So after you complete that first week, go on to your success checklist tab and be sure that you're checking the daily schedule tab every day. Welcome aboard. We look forward to working with you. Take a deep breath. You got this.